3, 2, 1.
This is what it's been building up to. This is the biggest launch the Headhunter space program has ever made. It's huge. And Green Man Gaming helped us get here. Go to greenmangaming.com via the link down below in the description.
Behold! The greatest achievement in the universe! The Singularity Engine! The perfect marriage between man and machine! Their beauty will be haunting! Can you see me now, Father? You'll never leave again!
Odyssey 3 is the engine stage of the Odyssey program. It's huge. These liquid fuel tanks are enormous. The engine is ungodly powerful. This thing carries 8 liquid fuel fuselages with 400 liquid fuel each for a grand total of... I can't math tonight. I want to say 32, maybe even more. It's a lot. And there's 4 goddamn atomic rocket motors on this thing, and an enormous reserve of monopropellant, not to mention the top tank. These things, the fly-by-wire avionics hubs, these adapters. Look at it, it's huge! It needed a bigger lifter. So I came up with this. It is the Singularity Eagle. It is 2 Eagle Heavies strapped together and held together by these razor-thin wires. I flight tested this thing. It made it to orbit. It's enormous. It's ungodly powerful. No rocket should have this kind of power! No way, no how. It's just... I have to launch this. I cannot describe this rocket. I can only show you this rocket. This is the most powerful thing I have ever launched in my Kerbal Space Program career. This is bigger than the Starshot. This is bigger than the goddamn rocket that went to Eve and came back. My God. What have we created? Created a monster. That's what we've created. We've created a rocket so powerful that it burns a hole in the ozone layer every time the engine is fired for 2 seconds. Okay, so this thing needs to get to a lower altitude than everything else we have launched. Luckily, I believe that our target is currently on the other side. Nope, it's right behind us. Which means if we launch into a lower orbit, we're actually going to be going faster than it. This thing's gonna need full control of... okay, yeah, it's already trying to burn its RCS fuel. Okay, engage. Full control of RCS thrusters. Oh my God, that's the engine firing. Oh! no, it turns. It turns. Look at it go! I told you this thing got into orbit. I have not modified it since. My God, I'm actually surprised at how stable it is being right now. Just the pure stability going on with this one rocket. At this point, we'll just straighten it out at the later stage of our orbit. We just need to hope that it gets to orbit. Right now, I'd wager to say that it's actually top-heavy because we're launching this thing with a full tank. My God, and that's 30 engines. 30 goddamn Mastodon engines. 30! The Falcon Heavy had fewer engines than this. Not by much, I think, though. I think the Falcon Heavy's main stage engines were... don't remember. Falcon Heavy is powered by it's 9 Merlin engines per boosters on 3 boosters for a grand total of about 27. So we beat the Falcon Heavy by 3. Oh, we got a wobbler. Oh, we got a wobbler. Look at you go! Here we're getting a bit closer to staging him, and staging happened. The game is lagging as this thing pierces through the atmosphere at godlike speeds. The sheer propulsion of there's spit on the monitor now. The sheer propulsion capability of this rocket. Imagine what we could do with a lighter payload. Imagine if this thing was launching empty. Oh, God. And when you narrow down rocket science to the sheer crisp simplicity of just strapping another rocket to a rocket, it's beautiful. It's simply beautiful. It's achieving the same effects that the last rocket achieved. The same atmospheric effects. If we were to put a Kerbal aboard this rocket, the G-forces alone would kill them. Okay, we're coming up on staging. Oh my God! You've seen us separate 2 boosters, maybe even 3 boosters, but you have never seen us separate 4 enormous boosters like that before. I find it interesting that the boosters on this side separated all haphazard-like, but those 2, tight. We got a tight formation going on over there. And it's still holding. My God. It's even more stable now than when it had the 2 boosters on board. Now that I think about it, it might have to take RCS fuel from the top bit here. I'm thinking we're gonna want to ditch the main boosters once we reach some orbital stage. My God. There are 8 reaction wheels on this thing, by the way. Actually, 9. There are 9 reaction wheels on board. Because the Turbidine, the RCL01, has another reaction wheel. The main engine of the ship is going to be a Mammoth liquid fuel engine, which is fueled by one Turbidine S3-14400 and a whopping 4 Rockomax Jumbo 64 fuel tanks and one Turbidine ADTP 2-2-3. Carrying on board 4 FL-R25 RCS fuel tanks and 8 Mark I liquid fuel fuselages. It's so mind-numbingly powerful. So mind-numbingly powerful, it hurts. Still burning the goddamn engine. And also, of course, there is a mechanical jab on board the main stage. Heavy amounts of monopropellant on board this thing. It is, for all intents and purposes, extremely top-heavy. But we're basically carrying a fuel reservoir into orbit. And yeah, we'll be switching between the atomic rocket motors and the Mammoth motor quite often. Alright, stand by. Stand by for main stage ejection. Main boosters engaged. That way we'll use up way less RCS in the coasting phase. Way less. And those two will fall back to Earth. My God. It's beautiful. Imagine Elon Musk landing a 6-booster rocket. SpaceX lands a 6-booster rocket. My God, the media will be all over that. It will be literally the most beautiful thing in the world. He'd also need another drone ship. Allowing auto warp. Auto warp enabled. We've used up 40 fuel. And our electric charge isn't doing too good either. These solar panels don't collect a lot of heat. As you can see, oh my God, we are just burning! Burning the goddamn... Alright, it's getting a little bit better now. We got 2 panels in the sun. This one isn't exposed very well, but this one is. These are somewhat bigger panels, too. We also have smaller panels on the boosters, the photovoltaic panels. And we're going over to the night side. I do believe we launched Crooked. I definitely think we launched Crooked. Oh my god, that epileptic orbit. Woo-hoo-hoo. How long is this burn gonna be? 37 seconds. Alright, the engine should be able to handle that. The Singularity Eagle. Look at that. It's like a giant... It is beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. As it attempts to circularize its orbit and fix itself. We're now gonna need an orbital inclination correction burn. Alright. So next, I guess we're skipping the correction phase. We're gonna need a, we're gonna need to catch the Odyssey. Did we just name it? I think we did. Well, rendezvous autopilot. Maximum number of phasing orbits. Let's make it 5. But we are gonna need that correctional maneuver. Time to correctional maneuver, 8 minutes. Burn time, 43 seconds. That's a lot of fuel you're burning there. I'm not sure the main stage can handle it. And if we have to activate the main engine, we've done something wrong. There should be fuel in these, but there isn't. Dark side of the Kerbin. Again, it needs a lot of power to frickin' move this thing. We're basically moving a fuel reservoir. And we're about to miss it. We're about to miss our thing because the electric charge on board is now 0. Disengage. Get us back in the sun so we can soak up that energy. Alright, engage. This is not looking great. Of course, now we're gonna have to do our correction burn on the other side. Let's see if we can do this with reaction wheels, please. Because we are burning that monopropellant, and we're gonna need a lot of it when docking. Tell you what, why don't you get close to the target and then turn on RCS? Ideally, we should have reaction wheels down here, but we don't. We're basically swinging a giant pendulum. Alright. Now give it the RCS. Yes! There it is. So that's our correctional angle. Okay. probably should have dumped some of this fuel. Or at least launched with half. And we might not have needed the Singularity Eagle. Ideally, what we should have done, oh, that's maximum number of orbits. We would probably have ended up burning all of our fuel if we just set it to 1. Alright, miraculously, we still have fuel in the tank, and the rest of our burns are relatively simple. Simple burns. There's also no power plant on board this thing, except the couple tiny solar panels. So if we have to rendezvous at night, it's going to be a problem. Oh my god. It like started burning immediately. Should I be concerned? I'm gonna concern. Do we have an intercept or not? No, and we have another, maneuver planned after this one. Only over here to burn for 0.4 meters. Okay. Way more efficient use of monopropellant fuel. Way more efficient use. Alright. Let's get it over there. Node is in 18 minutes from now. Which means we won't have to burn the moment we get to the node. Let's see if the reaction wheels can do it on its own. Ah, that was bloody perfect. Why aren't you reaction wheeling all the time? Why don't we just keep the thrusters off forever? Alright, watch this. Dead. Oh god, our maneuvers on this side? The engines won't fire. All we need is the tiniest bit of sunlight. The tiniest. We're still blocked by carbon. I'm sick of this thing's power efficiency being garbage. Still blocked. There's the sun. There we go, burning. 2.5 minutes late. Just wow. Just wow. Oh god, I hope we're catching up to this thing soon. The main ship is probably going to have to do the majority of the maneuvering in order to, when we get to the docking phase of the mission. For this particular part of the mission. Alright. Next node as we slowly spin around. Can't wait to extend the wings on this thing. Yeah! I said wings! Yes, this is the best part, where we wait for, the goddamn thing to slowly spin around. There we go. We finally hit the goddamn, target. That's better. Yeah. Okay. And the next burn will finally get us an intersect. On the dark side. Yep, it's on the move. Chase it! Chase it! It's getting away! No, I guess it thought it was fine. Alright, so our intersect is on the dark side of the planet. That's not good. We might have to switch over to the other ship and have them do the intercepting. They have the monopropellant to get it done. You haven't noticed I can't think of anything to say right now. I mean, the best part of the episode was the launching of the Singularity. The greatest rocket in the universe. It's great because it's literally two rockets just tied to one another. Alright, we still got some sunlight here, and our node is in 5 seconds. Oh, snap! There it is! And there we are. At the end of the road. Spinning. Also, we're spinning. Disengage. Activate SAS. RCS thrusters activate. SAS is disengaged. Activate time warp procedures. We should be able to stick close to this thing as we spin around the planet. Spin around the planet. Oh, that is beautiful, isn't it? Alright. We're a bit further out than I'd like to be, but I think it's not worth it at this point. Right, so we don't have a lot of fuel left in the tank. So what we're going to do, control it from there, and the main ship is going to initiate the docking. We're too far. God damn it. Engage. Re-engage the autopilot. We need to go 4.1 meters that way. Burn time is 0.3 seconds. We should have enough fuel for this. Okay. It's such a beautiful ship. Alright, we are now on slow approach. So slow, in fact, I think we're gonna hit it. Maybe not. Activate RCS thrusters, give it everything we got. This thing does not have control over itself. It's quite concerning. Just fire the fucking engine! If you don't, I will. Alright, we are on a collision course. Collision imminent. Oh my god. We're actually gonna hit the fucking thing because it's so inefficient. Disengage the goddamn autopilot. Control from here and initiate docking procedures as originally planned. Set as the target. Activate docking autopilot. Autopilot engage. Match speed and relative heading with the engine block. Oh my god. Ho ho ho! Thing holds together. Easy now. This is looking good. Look at you go! Oh, you can start taking that, by the way. Now, I understand this is going to leave us in a not perfect orbit. I would also like us to attempt to roll over 45 degrees. Alright, that's looking way better. Sounds like it just made a slight correction. Alright, decrease speed to 0.1. We're gonna need an RCS tanker at this rate. Alright, fuck it. 0.3, but no faster than that. Any more and we're just gonna slam into this thing. And at this point, you're wasting a lot of fuel. Just to keep the fucker stable, too. It's beautiful! Alright, magnets. Magnets in place. Magnet. It doesn't want to attach. It won't there it goes, finally. All right. It's beautiful. Okay, now we have to basically what we have to do is hope that these reaction wheels hold out long enough that we could get the rocket away from the ship. And also hope that the electric charge holds up. Let's see if the reaction wheels can get us aiming retrograde here. And that engine block is specifically designed so that we could swap it out at any time for a more powerful or weaker engine, depending on the mission. Really depends on the mission, whatever we're doing at the time. That's vaguely retrograde enough. Activating engine. Let's see if we got a deorbit on that. Oh, hell yeah, we did. That thing fucking shot so far, it freaking ditched the ship. And that was just one engine. Now we gotta get the other engine. Whenever this loads. We're here! Finally! Okay, we're decoupling this one. I think the shroud is, yep, the shroud is coming off of the atomic rocket motor. Engine is reorienting itself retrograde. We're already losing some electric charge. Well, we should be facing vaguely retrograde but before it runs out. At which point, we'll be able to deorbit like fucking madmen. See, now they're not getting any sun at all. Actually, they're getting some. Not enough to keep the ship... Actually, it is enough to keep the ship running for them. Kinda. Not really. Okay. Fire! My God, that's beautiful. Okay. This is where all of the weight is. You'll notice that the camera will focus on the center of gravity, or the center of the ship, or the weighty center, the creamy nougat center. I don't like that. I don't like that wobble. That is deadly wobble. Okay, so... As long as we don't do anything too extreme, it should be fine. Extremely high power maneuver. Like, that thing, it's basically weighed down by a fucking cinder block now. That's the price we pay for engine, though. And then we just do this. We time warp ourselves to victory. And it's gorgeous. Extend the wings. The wings, yes! We do have wings aboard this ship. This is more just to make it look a little bit less ridiculous. But also so that we can radiate off a lot of heat. And with that, the ship is finished. We need to, It's a ship. It's definitely a ship. And with that, Project Odyssey is complete. Mostly. We still gotta take it somewhere. It's such a big ship. Just think where we could go. Ideally, what we should do is give it a bit of a test run before we go anywhere. And also maybe undock, reorient ourselves with the engine, and then redock. Let's actually do that now. Okay, RCS. What the fuck button is it? Alright, choose target to dock with. Set. Let's move away from it a little bit. Enable. Force roll. 90 degrees. Oh, and control from there. You know, you could stop turning the damn lights off. Yes! Now there are many lights on board. It's a very well-lit ship, isn't it? Whoa! Oh, hey, here we go. I think it's trying to prevent wobble. Alright, any day now. Yes, you made your point! God, you're loud! I don't even know where it's firing it from. I think it's just slowly moving towards the engine block again. Which is basically like an immovable object in space at this point, because it's so heavy. It's so heavy. Almost there. We could stop listening to this accursed noise. The noise. I think the magnets just started kicking in. We're getting some wobble here. So that first docking was kind of weak. That one was a hell of a lot better. Oh, but that really reorients the camera, doesn't it? Enable SAS. Hopefully the reaction wheels will be able to keep the ship under control and keep it from shearing itself in half. It's only 4 pieces, so shouldn't be too... Oh my god, why? Why is it wobbling so? Okay, the engine block just exploded. Why? Right. Well, can't revert unless, maybe unless I, nope, can't revert, cannot revert. All right, they're in a debris field. Now what?